Well, what's going on YouTube? Another session with Veteran Trucker here. What are you guys up to out there tonight? Oh man. Yeah, we here at the house still. Waiting on the truck to get repaired. Still doing all that. So yeah, we're still waiting on the truck to get repaired and all that stuff. So truck's not going to be done until probably tomorrow afternoon sometime. So they ended up coming out here with a wrecker, pick up the truck. Because I told the company, I said, ain't no way in hell I'm going to drive my truck back into town with how bad it's leaking freaking gear oil. Yeah, I could do that. I could have me a couple beers, but DOT states you can't have any alcohol in your system within 24 hours of you leaving the house. So I don't know if that would be a good idea. As long as I only had a couple, right? Oh Lord. Well, my fiance's in this live feed. Yeah, I guess you guys are right. Show you guys a new addition to the household. All right, check out little Tazzy. She is the newest addition to the family. We adopted her today, and if you see this, I'm going to show you guys how ball driven this dog is. All right, sit. All right. All right, let's see here. Shake. Other paw. Speak. Come on. Talk to me. All right. Yep. See, she's a very ball-driven dog. I don't know. Whoever trained her had a lot of love for her. The story that I got is that the person that had her before me, before me and Courtney, went to jail. So, dog got put over in the SPCA, and so we ended up getting her. So, very well trained dog. She's got plenty of room to run around here and all that. So, we're fortunate, but got me a beer. Gonna enjoy it. All right. So how you guys doing out there tonight? We doing good? Who all we got here in this live feed here? So we got Ray Muncie. And that's all I can see who's commented besides Courtney Daniels. What's going on, Warwick? No, not yet. I think there's still some silicone down there in the axle assembly, which is causing it to get up under that axle seal and cause it to go bad. So we're gonna just hope that they're gonna get it fixed here soon and get it done real quick like. And if they do that for me, I'll be super happy. But I did email the vice president over line haul about it, which he's not gotten back to me about it, but I'm just going to give him a little bit of time and deal with everything that the company's got going on right now, which I will not go into detail. Only thing that I will say is that the company had a truck and trailer stolen, and it was a loaded truck and trailer, and they recovered the truck but not the trailer. So with how close it is to Mexico, the trailer is probably in Mexico right now, and it'll be brought back across state lines here soon, and then we'll find it without the load. So with that being said, that's about all that's going on right now. I did my appointments today for the VA with the QTC doctor's office down here today in Lawton, and they ordered a acid reflux test for me today, so that way they can try and get that put on my medical records for my claim, so I can get some sort of a little bit of money for that. So we'll be doing that here in the next couple weeks or so, if we can. So we'll just be trying to do all that. No, actually it was not Soju's fault. Ray Muncie. What's going on there, Jason B? Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out how to make some of you guys moderators in here. Let's see here. Road report, no. I guess I got to get on my laptop and do that to make some of you guys, whenever I go on live, moderators and stuff like that. Yeah, that's probably what's going to have to happen. The shop's probably just going to patch it up for right now. I'm going to take it to a terminal, and then they're probably going to do the rest of the work to it. That's probably what TMC is going to tell the shop to do. So we don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, I sent the vice president an email about it, called my safety guy this morning about it, and I sent the vice president an email last night about it, well, actually yesterday. So the shop, they've got the truck right now in town. They sent a wrecker out to tow it into town due to the fact that it was leaking so bad that I just didn't feel comfortable driving the truck. I didn't want to tear up a differential or anything like that. So, but yes, Ray Muncie, I do get breakdown pay. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it for, today and tomorrow, but I told the shop that's got the truck, I actually stopped by there today, and I told them, I was like, just check that whole differential. And if you guys see anything else wrong with the truck, check it out, because the last thing I need is it for it to break down on me again due to the same issue, and then me just lose my shit and leave the company, So, it is what it is. Shit happens. So, we're gonna see what happens. So who all we got in here tonight? So we got Ray Muncie, Jason B. We got Warwick Jones. My fiance's in here. And that's all I see in here in the comment section. What's going on, Mike Smith? Yeah, I'm trying to hang in there, brother. It's just one of those things. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know that. Warwick. But yeah, Mike, just to give you a little deal on this, my truck just came out of service. Let's see. Last week I ran a full week with it, and then the week before last I got it back on Wednesday. Well, from Wednesday till now I've had nothing but issues out of my truck since it's been out of service. So, yeah. What's going on, Cody? Man, it's been a minute. I've been wondering when you're going to jump in one of my videos and actually check it out, bro. Guys, Cody Kenny, he's in the live. He's actually just commented here. Guys, Cody Kenny, he's one of my buddies. I went through CDL training here at TMC with him. He's a really good guy. He's like my best friend here at TMC. As far as a lot of the guys that I run into here in Texas, he's one of our Texas dedicated guys. Really good guy. If y'all have any questions about anything, you guys can also ask him as well in the comment section. He's pretty knowledgeable about everything here at TMC as well. So, he can answer some questions as well as I can. But, yeah. So the deal with the truck is right now, we've had the truck back. This will be Wednesday this week will make 2 weeks since it's been serviced. So with that being said, I had a couple issues the day I got it back. Coolant reservoir cap wasn't screwed on right. It was almost cross-threaded on. The next day I found the oil fill neck cap had blew off the side, blew off the oil fill neck, and then sprayed the entire load that I had on the trailer, no tarp load, with oil. Covered the whole truck in oil. Then this past week, blowing axle seals like crazy. I blew 2. And then there was that third one on the way home. So it was on the same axle too. So, it gets frustrating. I'm going to tell you that. Because, when you're down to one income and, it's, you providing for your family, when you're down, it's money out of your pocket, food off your table. Especially when you got babies on the way too, so this is the hard truth about truck driving. If you don't take care of your equipment and all that, it's going to break down. Not saying that I don't take care of my equipment. It's just unfortunate events that have happened since it's been serviced, and I'm not bashing TMC or anything like that. I'm not by any means bashing them, but I'm just stating what's happened since then. It is what it is. So, I know that, there's a lot of things that could have went into play, about how, what was I about to say? But shoot, I can't even remember what I was about to say. I got caught up reading Cody Kenny's comment. Cody Kenny says, I love TMC, swapping trailers right now, so listening on my headset. For you guys that don't know about TMC. TMC does a lot of trailer swaps, a lot of dropping hooks in certain areas where they have dedicated contracts out of. If you keep a trailer more than a week and a half, 2 weeks, you're doing something right, because TMC has a lot of dedicated accounts around the United States, where east of I-35 and south into Texas, where we've got drop and hook locations, one in Texas, we've got one in Missouri, we've got several across the United States where, you know, you'll roll in there with an empty trailer, drop it, swap all your securement gear over that you've got on your trailer, and then you'll go hook to the loaded trailer, secure it, and then roll out. A lot of times it's already pre-tarped, but there again, some of the places we go and pick up preloaded trailers at, they do not know how to tarp them, and they do not know how to load those trailers correctly. St. Joseph, Missouri is one of them. There's a place up there in Michigan. I know there's a couple other places that other drivers complain about that I haven't been to yet, but yeah, other than that, I mean, there's a lot of good things about TMC and a lot of good places to go to get good paying loads out of. Pryor, Oklahoma, one of the best loads that you'll ever get out of there is that rolled paper. The reason why is it's already pre-secured and pre-tarped. And they pretty much tarp the entire load for you, and most of the time it's already secured for you. All you got to do is swap your stuff over, put it on the trailer, drop your empty, leave everything that they need on your empty, and roll out.
Please tell me why Scooter was outside alone while the other three are in the house.
Because he wouldn't come back in.
Bribe him. Sit. Go.
Sorry, I'm in trouble now, apparently, because...
You bribe him. You don't leave him outside alone. He's a short hair.
It's not that freaking cold out there. Oh my God.
Yeah, it is. He's shivering. Good boy.
Mama's little boy. We got a little husky mix pit bull. He's short hair. And now I'm in trouble because I left him outside because he doesn't like to listen to Dad and come inside when he tells him to.
Come on, you guys inside.
So, with that being said, I hate that little shit. I don't really hate him. I just dislike him sometimes.
You're not in trouble. I'm just upset the fact that he was left outside alone while the other three were in the house. He should have left the door open. Simple. That shit.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on there, Mike Smith. If Mama ain't happy, no one's happy. LOL. Let's see here. Leg Humpers Anonymous. Is he a leg humper? Nah, I don't think I'm a leg humper. I tell you, I'm like that Energizer Bunny. Once I get going, I keep going and going and going and going. So I don't know. Well, we weren't actually referring to sex life, honey. If you want to be in this live feed, you need to come over here and sit down.
No.
All right, then hush. Oh, you're talking about the dog? I don't know, man. I really don't. I can't tell you, leg humper. I can't.
What?
One of my buddies is messing with me right now.
I got 2 of them.
Yeah, I got about 6 more of these.
Awesome. I still have a 2-liter Dr. Pepper in there.
I'll go drink your Dr. Pepper.
No.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, we gonna go outside. Oh, well, I want to smoke another cigarette. But here's y'all another good shot of her. Here's the newest addition here for you guys that don't know. This is Tazzy. As I was saying earlier, she's a very well trained dog. She's actually ball trained, and her owner really showed some love when he was training her. The only problem I see with her is that she is very, very ball oriented. So you have to, you know, get her off of it. But whoever trained her before really showed her some love. But the story I got on her is that she her owner trained her, went to jail, and then the SPCA got her. So ASPCA, my bad. So the lady that was fostering her told us about it, and we were like, you know what, that'd be a good right seater partner in the truck. So and plus with how much land we've got out here, I mean, she got enough room to run. So freaking cold. Get your nose running and stuff like that. So anyway, so Jason B, Leg Humper, how you guys doing out there tonight? It's a little chilly. It's not too bad. Yesterday we had about 40-mile-an-hour winds out here. You know why it's always windy in Oklahoma, guys? And no disrespect to Texas or Kansas, but the reason why is because Texas sucks and Kansas blows. But no disrespect to anybody that lives in Texas or Kansas. It's just something that Oklahoma folks say, because there ain't nothing out here, no trees really to block it. So that's the running joke out here in Oklahoma. Thank God I ain't from Oklahoma. I'm from freaking Georgia, and I used to live in North Carolina. I call North Carolina more home than anything because of how friendly everybody is up there. Are you kidding, Cody? Dang, your week has already started, man. Dang, Warwick. Oh, how's Australia out there right now at this time of the day? Dude, that's some shit right there, Cody. Apparently Cody Kenny's trailer's been already taken or something other, because
Go get your bones.
He's at Rotan, Texas, where we drop and hook a lot of trailers. Somebody didn't well, you know what, I take that back. They probably just didn't load your damn trailer, Cody. I know that's what they do sometimes. Run out of time during the day because they union workers. Oh, is it time for the wet down there, Warwick? Alright, Ray Monksy said, I always heard that birds flew upside down over in Oklahoma because it wasn't worth shitting on. You know what? That might actually be true.
Honey.
But yeah, anyways,
go get your bone. Go get the bone.
freaking Courtney's about to put the new collar on Tazzy here.
Why don't you look at her name tag first? Yes.
And all that. Oh yeah, you got in here just in time, Lee Craig. I tell you. All right, Jason B said, I got into the truck today to do some straight line backing. Where are you at right now, Jason?
I'm not. Where's it at? Oh man. There's no way.
Oh, man. You still in South Dakota, man. When you gonna leave South Dakota and get back on the road, man? Oh, okay, Jason B. So you're at Nets in Connecticut? Oh, okay. So yeah, Warwick Jones. Yeah, you be careful out there, bro. Don't need you getting your truck hung up anywhere that you ain't supposed to be. Because it'll take you about 3 to 4 months to get it out, if not more. Actually, Warwick, I got a question for you. What do you drive over there, actually? What's it costing you, Jason B? Please don't tell me it's costing you like 10 grand to get dang trained to get a CDL. Hell, it cost my brother $6,000 in North Carolina, I think it was. And then it only cost me $2,500 to. Well, if I were to leave TMC, it cost me $2,500. Jesus Christ, man! Y'all's cost of living up there stupid. I heard that it was like $15 for a pack of cigarettes up there, man. Y'all can keep that stuff. Yeah, you guys, you know, y'all northerns up there, you know, like Connecticut and all that, man. I call y'all the winter birds. Some of y'all like to flock down here, down south for the winter time, which ain't cool because then y'all flock all of the roads and stuff down there in Florida and stuff like that. Makes all kinds of traffic jams. All right, so Ray Muncie says, question, have you ever met anyone graduated out of the troops into the transportation program? I'm thinking about going through them down here at Benny before I retire for CDL. Actually, Ray Muncie, there's actually a piece of paper that you take up there to your command that you can actually get signed and by your commander, and what that does is that allows you to go down to the DMV and take the written portion of the CDL exam, and then you can get your CDL, and you won't have to go through any CDL training school, being that you're military and stuff like that. That's something that I should have done. Well, no, you can go to a trucking school, a trucking company, and get trained by them. You'll still have to get trained by them, but what it'll save you is the cost of getting your CDL. So they may, if I'm understanding correctly, if you go there with a CDL, they may you know, prorate some of the training to where you don't have to pay the full amount back as if you were getting your CDL down there. But, okay, Warwick. So you had medical issues, reason why you had to get out of trucking. Okay. Know-it-all trucker. At Ray, you want to go over the road or local? Now, Ray, don't quote me on that, but I believe that they won't charge you nearly as much to do just their training. So what they may end up doing is like putting you in a class where like everybody that's graduated truck driving school, and have you train with those guys versus like the CDL guys and stuff like that. But don't quote me on that, because they may end up actually doing that. So depending on the company that you go with. So well, I know you were talking about TMC or Maverick, and then I don't know who you've decided to go to yet. Lee Craig says, when I got my CDL, I was living in Vancouver, Washington. Anyone looking to get your CDL, you can look a CDL practice test for your state. It will help in the long run. Yes, do that. Because if you don't, you go in there blind, you might fail it. Well, I'm not going to say might. You will fail it. Because you don't know everything. And it took me like a week and a half, 2 weeks studying it before I actually finally passed every one of the tests. Because of the way it's worded on the test is different than sometimes than what it's worded in the actual books and everything. I got to figure out how to make some of you guys moderators.
Yeah.
Hey, know-it-all trucker, how do you do it on the phone? How do you make people moderators? Ray Munsey says, I just want to get it before my retirement date. That way I can get to work without waiting. The transition center here at Benning offers it. Okay, yeah, go ahead and as soon as you can get it done, you can do it. ABF Freight Lines here on Fort Sill was actually doing the CDL training and getting people CDLs and actually giving them jobs here on Fort Sill, but they would never call me back. Well, let's see here. Let's try this real quick. Alright. Alright, here, let's see here. Colin Phelps. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, it says here, actions. Report, remove, put into timeout, hide user on this channel. Here, I wonder here.
These are gonna keep you guys occupied for hours. Get your phone. Eat it, Rox, eat it.
Yeah, I can't figure it out. It may be something that I have to do on my laptop. Yeah, I've been thinking about one of those, but with the the only problem with those is the EPA and government are starting to regulate gliders and stuff like that. So, like the ones that Fitzgerald has already built, they're going to regulate them to where they can only make so many a year now versus they can just mass produce them. So That's just another way that the government is trying to get money out of us. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm logging up. I'm getting on my fiance's laptop here to see if I can't do that real quick.
I'm gonna need my hotspot too.
Yeah. Can you go get your phone so we can connect it? Jesus Christ, that little dog is chewing into that thing. Okay, so here's our Husky Pit Bull mix that we've got here. He's just a cute little thing. Well, my laptop is kind of screwed up right now, so we got to use hers whenever I need it.
It's connected.
Alright, here, let's see.
It says it's connected. Yep, it's connected.
I wonder if I can do this from the laptop while I'm streaming.
I wouldn't do it. They'll probably kick you off one.
Yeah. Should be able to, once I log in and everything like that, it should work.
Should. Keyword.
Okay. I'm waiting on it to load up right now on the Google, so that way I can go get on YouTube real quick. Alright guys, so how are you guys doing out there tonight?
You done chewing on that bone? No.
Anybody got some gripes or anything that y'all want me to listen to? Give you some advice?
Oh, you guys need the collars back on.
Right here. Hey, come on, man. I give good advice, guys. Come on.
Honey.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Alright, so we're logging in right now. Well, Ray, I mean, if you sat in your office all day and played solitaire, I'd say that you got it made, brother. You do. You seriously got it made.
Oh, jeez. Scoot. Scoot.
Oh, shit. What the heck? Damn it. It closed out. Son of a bitch. Okay, so Jason B says, apparently my instructor is saying there is only one way to do a brake check, and in the cab inspection, I have to... Alright, to do a brake check, and in the cab inspection, I have to have it on lockdown, but he told me in the cab inspection is in the wrong order, even though I get everything. Well, actually, for your brake check functions and everything like that, you're supposed to do them in the cab. That's the way TMC trained us. You know, to test your brakes to make sure that they're working properly and stuff like that and all that. That's what, you know, you're supposed to do. From what I was trained. I'm not sure. I mean, different instructors are, you know, trained differently. So, I mean, it just really depends, I guess. I don't know. Depends on the instructor, I guess.
Taz. Come here. Come here. Look what I got. Taz. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Give me a paw.
All right.
Give me the other one.
We're on my live feed right now on the computer.
Go.
So let's go down here. Feed right now. And let's see here. Where's the comments?
Give it a second. It's not done loading.
Oh. Let's see here. Where's user?
Give it a second. It's not.
Alrighty here. Alrighty here. Ray Muncie says, I'm with Lee. Stick it to the government. Just wait till I leave the government service. I'm with Lee. Just wait till I leave the government service. I'm with Lee.
It's delayed, honey. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's delayed on my freaking laptop here. Alright, so let's see here. Click on the name. Alright, so let's see here. Click on the name. Add. Awesome. There we go. Hey, if Kyle Crompton is watching this live feed, he needs to come in here and comment so I can make him a moderator. Live feed, he needs to come in here and comment so I can make him a moderator.
I'm going. If you're not using my laptop anymore, I need my phone back. Anyway.
But anyways, let's see here. Yeah, I agree with you on that one, Lee Craig. There's a lot of known facts that the government don't want you to know about, like Area 51, stuff like that. Oh, come on, Jason B, man. You can't be crying over here, man. This is a man's channel, you know?
Yeah, right.
Alright, here. Let's go ahead and make couple more people moderators. Me, George, me not know technology.
No.
Oh, hey, you know what, Ray Muncie? I'm going to tell you with all due respect, kiss my ass. Alright. Come on. Where's, let's see here. You know what? That was one of the next videos that I wanted to do, was just show you guys how to work the Qualcomm, the E-Log, and all that stuff. So, that'll be an upcoming video. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you, Ray. Yeah, some of you guys are. Yeah, I tell you. Ray Muncie says, I'm a dick comes from being an NCO for the past 17 years. You know what? I would agree with you on that, because after somebody's been an NCO for so long, they just kind of like, you know, the lower enlisted, oh man, the privates, just screw off. Come on now. I can't talk to you anymore. Because a lot of the NCOs get tired of, Sergeant, I don't know how to do this. Can you show me how? Oh, come on. All right, there we go. All right. Let's see here. All righty. Yeah. I hear you, Ray Muncie. Don't lift with your back, lift with your shoulders. Yeah. That's why we have so many messed up soldiers. Why are you saying you can't wait, Jason B? I mean, come on, man. Don't get in a rush, bro. Learn as much as you can in truck driving school, and then learn as much as you can when you go to orientation and training for your new career as a truck driver. And then soak it all in from the guys that are training you. If you get a piss poor trainer, let another driver know, because they will make sure that gets corrected. Or wait until you go up for your review on the trainer, because you will have to write down a review on that specific trainer. So it's going to make it a lot easier for you to get that trainer reevaluated. And possibly, if he's that bad of a trainer, he could get his training status taken. That's what TMC does here. Trying to think of who else to make a moderator here. Some of the guys that have been, you know, pretty, you know, big followers and watching all my videos. That's who I'm making, you know, moderators right now. Okay, Kyle and Jason are my You're gonna have to explain what that means there, Lee Craig. All right. You can actually take my YouTube channel and share it to people. Yeah, I know it, Know-It-All Trucker. You did teach me everything I know. Alright, let's see here. We're going to do one more moderator, and that's it. Alright. Yeah, I know, Ray. That's the reason why I made you a moderator. And I appreciate you getting me some subscribers for that, Ray. That's one of the reasons why you're a moderator, because you've helped me out, and I'm gonna help you out by helping make sure that we get the trolls that do try and come on the channel in later videos, make sure that they stay off of it. So, all right, time for another brewski. All right, so who all we still got watching this? Jason B, I need to see if you, I need you to comment real quick to see if what I did with me, all right. Well, actually, you know, reefers, they actually have a slow season too. Oh shit, Mike, man. Why didn't you tell me you were still here, dude? Yeah, that means you're a moderator, Jason B. I think I'm gonna make Mike here a moderator, and then that's gonna be it for the moderators that I'm gonna add to the channel. And then once we because Mike's been in on quite a few of my videos here, and a lot of you guys that are continuous subscribe, you know, watching my videos and liking them and staying consistent and watching my videos and stuff like that. Those are the guys I want to be my moderators, because you guys know how I am. I don't take no bullshit and I don't take no crap from anybody else. So with that being said, you guys deserve to be a moderator. So that way, you guys get to decide who stays in the channel and who doesn't. All right, Mike. We're going back to the channel here. Actually, I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna talk about that here in just a minute. Gotta wait for my laptop to catch up here, because it ain't wanting to act right. But oh, it's no problem, bro. You know, like I said, you know, some of you guys that are actually watching these videos and stuff like that, you know, I'm not going to you know, just have you guys sitting there watching. Oh yeah, she's tripping out over here. Check this out, guys. She's playing with herself and that ball, so hey, as long as she ain't tearing nothing up, I'm okay. Alright. Alright guys, we got well, that is gonna be a good one. That is gonna be a good video for you guys.
Back?
Huh?
You have my phone back?
Where's it at?
So it should be sitting on the kitchen table where I left it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I went and bought Courtney a new phone yesterday. She got the shit. What kind of phone is this?
LG V30 Plus.
Yeah, she got the LG V30 Plus, and it wasn't actually a little too much more than what we're paying now for the phone bill. Actually, it was a cheaper phone to get than trying to get hers fixed and keep on paying the payment on it. So we got her that. So it actually worked out. It was a good deal. What you get figured out there, Cody? Yeah. Okay, so Ray Muncie says, I think you need a good slinky load. That would be an awesome, interesting securement to watch. Yeah, I do agree with you there. I want to get another steel wire coil load so that way I can show you guys how to secure those the way that TMC does, because the way TMC does it, I have not lost one. As long as you do it the way that TMC shows you to do it, you'll never lose one. And that little tapping technique I showed you guys on the straps works on that, because it's the same way with those. Alright, so Warwick Jones says, I'll follow you and Choice Mass from TMC. Well, I appreciate that, brother. I was actually in his live feed this morning because Ray Muncie sent me a text message about that. And let's see, Choice Mass is another good one. That's what, good dude, from what Ray Muncie says. Cody Kenny said he had to jump off here and deal with the mix up in his load. And he said he's got to wait till in the morning. So yeah, Jason B, if you want to see it, I'm going to try and get me a GoPro here within the next couple weeks. So that way, I can, start, you know, doing better load securement videos. So, let's see here. What did Lee Cray say? Man, Lee, you gotta go to the store, bro. That's all there is to it. He's almost out of dip. So he's saying, you know, hey man, I'm almost out of dip. And then Jason B says, you see how Choice talks? That's how everyone talks over here. Yeah. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, fuck nuts. What the fuck you think we're doing here, man? Making fucking cannolis? Get the fuck out of here. Okay, Lee Craig. Well, go get you another can of dip. Yeah, I'm pretty good at catching on to people's accents and stuff like that. You know, up there like in Boston, don't you know, eh? Throw a little Michigan accent in there too. So, yeah, or I could act like I'm a redneck, so hillbilly that you guys wouldn't even see it, that I was from Georgia. Oh man, guys, if I ever go back to Georgia, Lee Craig says Skull Mint or Skull Wintergreen. Dude, I would have to go with the wintergreen. Jason B goes Michigan, Alaska, New York. Yeah, up there in New York, yeah. Oh man, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck? Hey, clean the sugar out of your sugar puss. Oh, you guys, y'all don't want to get me started, man. Mike over there in load securement over there at TMC, man. He's a trip. He is funny. But he messes with you. He'll poke fun at you and all that. So it's pretty funny. So Lee Craig says, put 1 for wintergreen, 2 for mint. Wart Jones says, like watching how you blokes do things. Our tarps have ropes, not those bungees. Our tarps look like they painted on. Lee Craig, just go for mint, man. You gotta always have that minty freshness. But yeah, hey man, you guys got to see how I secure some of my coil loads, man. The tarps and stuff like that. Man, you guys would look at it and be like, Jude, how did you get that tarp to wrap around that load that tight? See, wintergreen or mint? That's a hard decision right there because they're both good. See, I don't dip anymore. Had a bad experience when I was drunk one time. No shit, there I was. Ray Muncie will know what I'm talking about when I go, no shit, there I was. But, yeah, guys, I like getting on here, BSing with you guys a little bit, you know, because it eases the mood on the channel. Yes, I do put out good content on the load securement and stuff like that, but when I'm doing these BS sessions like that, you guys can still ask me questions and all that. I still will answer your questions. I will not blow you guys off. So if you guys got any questions out there, or if you guys want to give some of the guys out here that are wanting to get into truck driving that don't know how to do it and all that, you know, get them on my channel, and I'll try and give them as much information as I can that I know right offhand. See, I'm not claiming I know everything. I'm not about that life. I'm not going to get that brain that's so swelled up, get the head so swelled up where it's like I got a dang balloon on my shoulders because, you know, because I'm so big-headed because I'm on YouTube. I ain't about that life. And I ain't going to be. So, with that being said, you guys are more than welcome to do whatever y'all want to do to get more people over here to watching my videos and stuff like that. So Jason B goes, someone told me the day you know everything is the day you will crash. Yes, the day that you think you know everything is the day that you need to put that CDO in a trash can and hang up your CD and hang up your keys. Wart Jones goes, over here a sloppy tarp job just shows how unprofessional you are. Yes, and I agree with that. Lee Craig says, back to trucking, when you're good at shifting gears, you'll start floating the gears and hardly ever touch the clutch. Yes, you will. Once you learn how to match your RPMs with how your transmission likes to be shifted, you'll be a champion at it. If you guys will go back and look at my video that I did in my Trainers 379, that was a 13-speed truck. And if you listen to the video, you'll never hear me scratch a gear at double clutching that truck. Alright. So, Jason B says, you think that's a good saying? Yes, I do. And Shawn Michaels, sexy boy, says, I heard you doing a good imitation of me. Come over to check it out and feel free to dress up in the future. You know what, bro? I don't do good at dressing up, so I'm going to just be me. Yeah. Anyways, so back to what I was saying though, Jason B, yeah. Anytime that you think you know it all or anything like that, yeah, you definitely want to take a good look in the mirror and check yourself, because at the end of the day, if you're not learning something every single day about the trucking industry, or learning something that you can do differently, or learning how to drive your truck differently, then you might want to reevaluate yourself and take a step back and re-humble yourself and say, you know what, I got to remember, I started this with, I got to remember I started from somewhere where I didn't know something. And then now I've got to still humble myself to where, yes, I may know a lot, but there's still a lot that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, you guys gotta always remember you came from somewhere where you didn't know something. And that's the reason why I have this YouTube channel, is to help put out good information, good load securement videos, stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, you know, if you don't know something, you should ask. If you think you know something but you don't know the right answer to it, then ask. Because the only stupid question is the one that ain't answered, or the one that ain't asked. You know? Oh yeah, like Ward Jones just said, never too old to ask questions, brother. And I totally agree with you on that. Oh Lordy. Ray Muncie, man, you're a trip, bro. Alright, so Lee Craig says, when learning to drive, I was learning in a 1978 Toyota service truck that had a 4-speed manual trans, and my dad said, no clutch, save it. Know-it-all trucker says, sometimes it's hard when you have so many years in to realize you can still learn something. You're doing a good deed passing it down. Yes, and I agree with you on that one, know-it-all trucker, because, you know, yes, I know there's a lot of guys out here that still But yes, there's a lot of guys out here that have a lot more experience than I do, that's been out here, you know, 15, 20 years, even longer than that. And, you know, I've talked to my grandfather about this all the time. He's put in probably around 42, 45 years out here on the road. And he told me, he said there was every single day that he was learning something new. And he told me, he said, if you think that you know it all, he said, you might as well get out, because you're going to kill somebody one day. And he said, it's going to tear you up for the rest of your life, and you're never going to be able to be the same person again, and you're never going to want to drive a truck again. He also said that this is a career choice. This is a lifestyle. You either love it or you don't. If you don't love it, then don't even get into it. He said, because at the end of the day, we need more people that love what they do versus people that just see it as a job. But if you guys start looking at it like that, I mean, there's going to be, you know, I think that if it, sorry, I'm looking at Ray Muncie's comments, man. He's a pretty funny old guy, I tell you. But Jason B says, "This is good, man. I'm glad that this industry has people that are still proud of what they do. I see so many people that are just in it for the money and don't care." Yeah, see, like, you're not going to make it rich as a truck driver. I hate to tell you, you're not going to. You may make $100,000 a year, but is that $100,000 a year worth that big head that you got on your shoulders? No. That $100,000 a year does not make you any better of a person than somebody that's making $40,000, $50,000 a year running day cab runs in the city. You see what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you got to love your job. If you don't love your job, then you probably need to go find a different profession. Because if you don't love your job, there's no pride in it. You know, if you don't love your job. So, with that being said, people that show pride in their work and love what they do, they never work a day in their life. That was just like me in the military, being a mechanic. I loved being a mechanic. But I got tired of dealing with people operating the equipment that didn't know their ass from a hole in the wall or a hole in the ground, however you want to put it. So I got tired of it. Eventually you get tired of it and you just want a life change. So that's what truck driving has done for me. It's given me a life change, and it's something that I enjoy doing. I enjoy traveling. Do I enjoy the time away from home? No. But there's going to be pros and cons to the trucking industry. There's going to be things that you like about it, but there's going to be things that you don't. But as long as the good outweighs the bad, you'll be okay. You know, like I tell my fiance all the time, you know, I wish I was home every day, but I wouldn't give it up for what I'm doing right now. I would not give it up for over the road, because the reason why is when you can pass the place that you've hauled product to for a building that they're building, for a store that they're building, you can look at it one day and say, you know what, I'm proud of, you know, myself, because I hauled some of the product that got taken to that building and helped put that building up. You see, Rolla, Missouri, perfect example. I hauled insulation to the building that they built right there beside the highway. I think it's like an Orslins or something like that. I can't remember, but I drive by it all the time when I'm going towards St. Louis down there. I mean, it's, you know, it's just one of those things. I'll look over and be like, you know what? That makes me happy right there to see that that building got put up and some of the stuff that I hauled went into that building. So let's go here and check up on the comments and see what everybody's saying here. All right. All right, Ward Jones, you have a good night, a good day there, and we'll talk at you later. And Ray Muncie says, I agree with Jason. I truly appreciate all the info I can get. It's hard coming from a 23-year career and into being a wet behind the ears rookie again. So thanks for the help. Hey, Ray Muncie, you know what? It's no problem, bro. You know, I don't mind, giving the information to people that reach out for it. You commented on my videos, and then with all the comments that I was getting about, this and that and the other and the third, I was just kind of like, you know what, I need to start putting out better content. That's when me and a buddy of mine got to talking. And then that's where all the good content, the videos on rolling tarps, securement just started coming from. I just started throwing it all out there, just going on a whim, seeing what you guys wanted to see. And so far it's working good. And I'm glad that you guys are enjoying what you guys are seeing out there on my channel, because it's well worth, you know, the feedback and what you guys think, because, you know, it makes me feel good that I'm putting out good content and you guys appreciate me for that. All right. And Jason B agrees with Ray Muncie's comment. When I see that, that's how I am. Jason B goes, 15 years in the green industry, got to start from the bottom again. You know what? Everybody starts from the bottom and works their way back up to the top. You know, it's a build, it's stepping stones. You know, you got to build yourself up. You know. And Jason B also goes, and whoever gets me next, it'll be the second job I've ever had in my life. You know what? That's awesome right there. You've stayed at one place for 15 years, and now you're looking for a career change, dude. My hat's off to you. See? Hats off to you. And Lee Craig goes, Ray, we are all here. We are here to help. You know what? Yes, Lee. And I appreciate you putting that out there. And Shawn Michaels, sexy boy. Oh, man. You know what, Shawn Michaels, sexy boy? I don't know what the hell to say to that. You know, oh, I love Ray's comment. Don't forget this Crisco, Shawn. And, yeah, maybe one day. Yeah, whatever. I'd have to be stone cold stupid ass drunk to do your imitation for you. Man, I don't think it's choice, man. I really don't. I really don't think it's choice, Jason B. Oh yeah, you think he wants me to do that New York accent again, huh, Jason B? You know, up there them New Yorkers there, you know, oh man. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, fuck nuts. What the fuck you think we're doing here, man? Making fucking cannolis? Get the fuck out of here. Oh, man. You guys are going to get me in trouble. I tell you. You guys are definitely going to get me in trouble one of these days. Oh, the Wisconsin and the Canadians, you know, eh? Up there in the Great White North there, don't you know, eh? Up there in Canada, don't you know, eh? You betcha, bitch. Damn it. This dude right here is about to make me choke on my cigarette just then. So, alright, so I gotta find out, who the hell is this guy? I know it really ain't Shawn Michaels. Oh yeah, I know it's a fake account, but I just want to know who it is. I like that, Ray. Shawn Michaels is a Filipino bar girl that found young after all these years. Oh yeah, El Cap, probably. Bring them on. I ain't even gonna fucking entertain them. That's where you guys as moderators come in. Hell, I made half my damn live feed moderators. Uh-oh, Ray's already exercising his power. Jesus Christ, this Shawn Michaels kid, I tell you. Oh God, there's people. Hey, Jason B, man, you got to be faster on the clicks. Well, hey, this is just a BS session. This ain't nothing real informative, so you know what I'm saying? Hey, don't take that power too abusive now, Ray Muncie. Dang it, man. What, the cigarette being my signature, man? Man, I always thought that was something that y'all joked about me about with Ray Muncie going, man, you slipping, man. You ain't got a cigarette in your mouth and you ain't talking to us correctly. You know? If you guys are trying to make that my trademark signature, then we need to, like, get something done with that. Hey, Ray Muncie. I look at it like this. I'd rather die from cancer than a bullet any day of the week sometimes, because I've done my time in Afghanistan. I've got my PTSD for it, and I will not go back for another damn round of it. Even though I say I wish I would have went back for another tour, I'm just lying when I say I do. Right, exactly. Here for a good time, not for a long time. You know what? You got to live every day like it's your last, because, you know, you're never guaranteed the next. Buy the good book. So, well, I mean, you miss the wartime. You really do. Because it keeps you on your toes at all times of the day. You hardly sleep. You get used to it. And it's something about that adrenaline rush that you miss. And I don't know if I've got that little wartime fever that if they ever called me back to service, I would ever go. Oh yeah, you get a big adrenaline rush from it. You're always on your toes. You're always scared of the next day. What's going to happen? You know, because you're never guaranteed it. Some of the guys that actually went and saw the shit, saw their buddies dying right next to them, like what Ray Muncie says, he doesn't miss it. You know, I feel for those guys, because I myself, you know, I've lost a lot of good friends out there doing, you know, one of my buddies, he had a wife, 3 kids, and one on the way when the Lord called his name down there in Afghanistan, and it was right before the government shut down back in 2013. It was right as soon as the government shutdown happened. He lost his life over there, and you know, it's a sad thing to say it, but you know, things like that happen. You know, a lot of us that signed up for the military and stuff like that, we knew what we were getting into. We knew would cause us to lose life or limb. Might come back a little batshit crazy, which I think I'm the epiphany of the batshit crazy. But, you know, it is what it is, you know. I think that's the reason why my brother calls me the raging redneck. Alright, back in the house. Cigarette time done. No. TMC. This may sound a little biased to certain MOSs, but TMC actually asks you in the application, what was your MOS in the military? And TMC won't hire 11 Bravos, which were infantry soldiers. And Ray Muncie asked about the PTSD. Did I have to tell TMC? No. The reason why TMC screens their drivers so thoroughly is because a lot of prior service drivers come over to them. You got a lot of drivers that have got a lot of experience out there that try and come over to TMC. They screen them very thoroughly. Like if you've got a DUI and stuff like that, they 9 times out of 10 will not hire you and stuff like that. Shawn Michaels, sexy boy, sorry to hear that, bro. Be able to hang again someday. Thank you for your service. Yeah, it's no problem there, brother, man. I joined the military because I didn't have a pot to piss in and a roof over my head when I graduated high school. Really, there was a lot of stuff that, that went into, the reason why I joined. I was going to stay 20 years, but due to the way that they changed the promotion system and stuff like that, the way it is now, it's all geared towards education and stuff like that, that you got to have a college degree to make it past staff sergeant. You don't get good leadership when you do that. Ray Muncie, he's been in for a long time, and he can attest to that a lot of these people that's got college educations and stuff like that, 90% of them, there's about 10% that are actually good leaders and good people that'll lead troops the right way. And I've met a lot of really good people in the Army, and I've met a lot of really bad folk that you don't want to hang around or you don't want to be around or mess with, because they will ruin your life if you mess with them the wrong way. And, Ray Muncie, I've talked to him over the phone. He's a good guy, really good person to talk to. He's willing to learn, and he wants to learn as much as he can before he gets into this, so that way he kind of has a foot in the door and knows what's what and what's not, right and everything. So one piece of advice I can give you guys is not to go in there with a big head thinking you know a little bit of stuff. Take what you guys learned from me, use it out there on the road, but when it comes to getting your training and stuff like that, always keep it in the back of your mind and learn everything that you can when you're in training, because at the end of the day, if you go, well, veteran trucker fucking has his own YouTube channel and he says this and he says that, then, I'm going to get companies on my YouTube channel saying, man, you need to stop putting out information and stuff like that, because our guys are coming over here saying this and this and this and this and this, and all I'm doing is just putting out information on my YouTube channel. So keep that in mind when you guys go to these different companies and stuff like that, whenever y'all decide where y'all are going to go and where y'all are going to start your careers at and where you're going to go from there. Because if you are careful if you aren't careful, you'll get with a bad company if you don't do your research. And then once you get with that one bad company, it's going to take you a little bit of time to get that experience to where that other company doesn't look at, okay, well, he drove for this company for X amount of years. Is he actually a good driver? Or, you know what I'm saying? So, I've talked to a lot of company owners and stuff like that, and a lot of them won't hire just anybody that just comes out of from any company. They look at who you worked for, how your driving record is, all that type stuff. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Jason B goes, "Oh, veteran trucker told me I didn't have to apply the brakes when I get out of the truck." You know what? You do that. You do that, man. And see how fast the company's going to kick you out. But, you know what? I appreciate the enthusiasm to try and make a joke there, though. Ray Muncie goes, "Veteran trucker told me I only had to pre-trip on Sunday before I roll out." Yeah. I don't know what to say to that. But that's pretty good. That's pretty funny ones. That's pretty good. Yeah, I know you guys are joking and stuff like that, so I'm not too big on it. Veteran trucker told, this comes from Know It All Trucker. Veteran trucker told me then a hub seal leak was just a deterrent when you were running from the cops. LOL. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Oil slick, so the cops will spin out. Lee Craig goes, "Jason B, after this live feed, search out trucking exec and look for a video titled 'Never Going to RE a YouTube trucker again.' Never gonna hire a YouTube trucker again." Lee Craig, go into a little bit of detail on that. What's with that video? Actually, Lee Craig, just go ahead and post up the link to the video, and I'll get on there and look at it, and all that too as well. Once this live feed's over. Jason B goes, "I tell you, man, you've been doing really good with your videos, man. I appreciate it." Lee Craig goes, "It was a joke play on Jay Canal." Okay, Jason B, you said so far it gave me some good info on the company. So are you dead set on actually coming here to TMC? Trying to catch up here with the comments, so. Yeah. TMC, if you're looking at getting into flatbed, yeah, it's TMC, Maverick, and a couple other companies out there that are really good at training guys. But now, you just got to do your research and look at what company best fits your needs and what they do that, suits you really well. Don't ever try and take a trucking company to fit and try and make what they do for the drivers fit your needs, because at the end of the day you're going to mess up at trying to make a company fit your bill versus finding a company that does everything that you need them to do and being happy at that one company. Ray Muncie says, veteran trucker told me that the company pay for at least one lot lizard a week, and part of leadem. Oh, and part of per diem. Well, yeah, TMC's program, they weed out a lot of people within the first 2 days, such as popping hot, not being able to lift the tarp up on the trailer and putting it over a load, not being able to get up and down a ladder correctly and stuff like that. Jason B said the recruiter doesn't come to the CDL school anymore because so many people went there and started to get sent back because they wanted specific people working there. Well, you know, that's really strange. You can't go to a company that you're trying to get a job with and freaking make demands of who trains you and stuff like that. That's just not even right. And, you know, before you even get the job, you know, that's, you know, if you make it past your first week, you can rest a little easy. But when you make it past, you know, your weeks there training and stuff like that, and you get in a trainer's truck, you're pretty much at ease. You know that you're gonna probably get the job, but you still have to worry because at the end of the day, when it comes time for you to come back to the terminal, you still got to test out. You got to do a road test. You got to do the TMC 45. You got to do all your stuff like that, and then only then will you be hired on fully, and then you'll get the keys to your truck at the terminal wherever you're going to get the truck at. See, like we got Gaston, South Carolina, we've got Joplin, Missouri, Brownsburg, Indiana, and Des Moines, Iowa, which is the main terminal. Yeah, Jason B, the TMC 45, which is putting a trailer between two trailers at a 40, with really not much room to do it at all. They call it a TMC 45, and it's just basically you get the trailer at a 45-degree angle and put it in a hole, basically. It's what they call their 45, but I'm going to tell you right now, with the way that they want you guys to do it, there's not going to be sometimes there are going to be truck stops that you just can't do the TMC 45 in. So you've got to be able to learn on the fly on how to back the truck. See, like there's some truck stops that you just can't turn around into to back from your left side. So you end up having to blindside. And there's truck stops like that out there. Do not, and I'm going to say this again, do not do a blindside back unless you have to. The only time you should ever do a blindside back, especially with a flatbed or a van, is if you cannot get turned around in the truck stop or you have no other choice but to do a blindside. Ray Muncie says, veteran trucker, check out some of Trucking Exec's videos on business aspects. He's not a driver, but he puts out a lot of good info. Agree with it or not, good info to hear. You know what? I will check him out, and I appreciate you giving me a little bit of feedback on that. Jason B says, that's some serious qualifications. And yeah, no. Yeah, well, actually, when you start, you're going to start in a straight line. You're going to get the truck set up the way that they want you to set it up. And then you're going to do your back and everything like that. So let's see what Shawn Michaels say this time. All right. Shawn Michaels, sexy boy, says, thanks for the info. Wasn't smart with my money. I missed getting tag team. LOL. Oh, Lordy. Well, some people just ain't smart when they're making a lot of money out there, I can tell you that. Never live above your means, live below your means. That's one piece of advice I'll always give you guys. Because when I first started driving a truck, I struggled. Because I've got almost $700 a month truck payment out there. And that truck, I about lost it a couple months ago because of how far behind I got. Luckily, my VA check come in when it did because that check saved me. I was able to catch up on all my bills that I was behind on. Always make sure that you set yourself up for success when you get out of the military or before you go and do a new job training, because if you don't, the bills, they're just going to pile up. And you know, the bills will pile up, and then you'll get so far behind that it seems like you can't make enough money to catch up. And that's what happened to me. And luckily the VA came through when they did, because I was about to lose everything I owned. And that's something about Veteran Trucker that you guys will probably only hear me say once, because I don't like to get into my personal life too much on my financial side of things. But now that I'm starting to receive my VA disability and stuff like that, I'm able to start putting money back. I've got enough money put back right now to where I can, breathe a little bit. If I have a bad week, or if I have a week where I'm broke down or something, now I can, go to my savings account and withdraw out $1,000 to pay my bills now for a week. So Shawn Michaels says, I was told passive income was the way to go, but didn't listen. What kind of informational videos will be in the future? When I get into the owner operator thing, I'm going to try it out and see how it goes. And then I'm going to put out how much it takes to operate your truck per mile, how much you configure your daily expenses are on your truck, how much it needs to average a day in order to make a profit. I'm going to be putting out informational videos on how to operate your Qualcomm, find all your dispatches, how to send messages and stuff like that, breakdowns, tire repairs, i.e. stuff like that. There's going to be definitely more load securement videos out there. Proper way to do pre-trip inspections and stuff like that. So you guys be looking out for all those videos. And definitely I'm going to get a GoPro so that way I can start doing live securement videos, live unloading videos, where you guys can actually see what happens live. And that's what I want to do. And then once I get my truck set up to where I have a power inverter, I can charge my laptop and stuff like that, I'm going to start doing time-lapse videos of trips and stuff like that. So that way you guys can actually have more stuff you guys can watch versus load securement information and stuff like that. So I'm going to be putting out a ton of different stuff. I just have to set myself up for it here in the next few coming weeks. It may take me a month or two before I start doing all that. So you guys just bear with me, and I'll get everything up and running as quickly as I can. But the main thing is to get the GoPro, start putting out more load securement stuff. and answering a lot more of you guys' questions on how to operate the Qualcomm system, how to run an E-log, stuff like that. So let's get down here in the comments and continue to answer questions here. Jason B says, so let me get this straight. To make it clear, first you need to climb a ladder, lift a tarp, and third you need to put it on the tarp on a load, spread it out, and then fourth you need to do the TMC 45, and fifth. Well, okay, so with everything that I just said, that's the lifting the tarp. That's a 120-pound lumber tarp. You're not going to spread it out over the load. What you're going to do is you're going to pick it up properly the way that they want you to do it. You're going to set it on a trailer. You're going to get up on the trailer, then pick the tarp back up, set it on the load, and then you're going to climb a ladder. Now, depending on the weather that day, depends on whether they'll have you do it inside or out. But they will not, when I did it, they did not make you to do the climbing the ladder with the tarp. So they'll just probably have you climb the ladder, get up on something, or climb the ladder, touch the spot on the wall, and then get down. They want to make sure that you're not afraid of heights. That's basically what it is. And then the TMC 45, you're going to learn how to do it while you're there, backing and stuff like that. You're going to learn how to do it throughout your training there at the TMC yard. And then you'll just go out with your trainer and then teach you how to back and stuff like that. And then you'll come back, test out, and you'll do your 45, a driving test, and I think a few other backing maneuvers, and then that's it. Yes, Jason B, you'll need to do a driving test as well. And no, there's not any written tests that you need to do again after you go back to the terminal. Yes, Jason B, I will be putting out more tarping videos. One video that I want to put out that I have not been able to get the load for yet, that I want to do, is plate steel tent tarping. There's several different ways to do it, but the way I do it, you'll never get a load claim. All right. And then how to tent tarp coils and stuff like that. If you do the tent tarp like I show you, you'll never get a cargo claim for water being on a coil or any plate steel. But now the tarps only protect the load so much. Now once they get so drenched, the condensation just pulls right through. So that's the reason why you want to use padding tarps, to help better protect the load. Yeah, a load claim, like a receiver refuses to take the load due to any defects in when it was shipped, or when they receive it, like such as the load's rusted and it shouldn't be rusted, or the load just was not properly secured and it damaged something on the load, stuff like that. Any kind of cargo damage is a load claim, in a nutshell. Yeah, appreciate you verifying that one there, Lee Craig. Damage done to the load while in transit. Ray Muncie says, do they give you a canvas tarp to put under the steel tarp? Yes, they give you padding tarps that are old tarps that they have cut up for that reason. You can use them on your lumber, under your lumber tarps as well on certain loads that you may think that you need them on, and all that stuff. They're great things to have on your truck when you're a flatbedder. Yes, Ray Muncie, they do protect against punctures and stuff like that. I've had loads where I did not put padding tarps on them and the load just cut straight through my steel tarps. Now with your lumbers, you want to put corner protectors on some of the loads because your lumber tarps, like on some of the plywood loads, the edges are real sharp. So you want to kind of protect the edges of your tarp because they will start getting pinholes in them eventually, and they'll just start coming apart. The worst places that I've driven so far. Yes. Actually, I'm going to answer Know-It-All Trucker's question first, so that way I can get back to Ray Muncie's question, because this is a little bit of a lengthy question there. Know-It-All Truckers ask, can you use old carpet or moving pads? Yes, you can use moving blankets. You can, to help pad a load, you can use old pads, like felt pads for extra edge protection. You can use your coil mats that you're going to get. You can use just about anything you want for edge protection and padding, provided that it is not going to damage the product. Oh, okay. So Know-It-All Trucker don't ask rookies. He tells, LOL, bud. Yeah, well, it looked like a question to me. My bad, Know-It-All Trucker. Don't get it twisted now, brother. Don't get mad. All right, so back to Ray Muncie's question. The worst places I've driven. Dallas, Texas. Houston, Texas. New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Georgia, let's see, Miami. All right, the reason why I'm naming these cities off right now is because their drivers are freaking idiots and morons. They do not have any respect for the trucks. All right. In New York City, for instance, they'll cut you off, you'll blow your horn at them, they'll put their finger out the window and do this to you. People don't care in Texas. No matter where you go in Texas, they don't care. They cut you off because they want to. They just want to get that extra one little spot in front of you. Roads in Texas suck anyways. Going down 35, they're rough as hell in some areas. 44 sucks coming out of Oklahoma City because it's rough as hell. 52 coming through Winston-Salem, North Carolina sucks because it's stupid rough as hell. Let's see, what else? The Kansas Turnpike. I-35 rolling up to Kansas City on the turnpike there. It sucks. It's rough as hell. There's a lot of roads out there that will rattle and beat your truck up, and you think it's about to fall apart on them. And that's where doing thorough pre-trip inspections every morning helps you, because no matter what interstate you're on, sometimes they're just rough and you just got to go down them because you can't help it. But with that being said, though, you know, it is what it is. Also, guys, my Rand McNally has not come in yet. I don't know why it still has not come in yet, but I will be finding that out. I'm going to freaking get my tracking number and find out where it's at and see if it's here in town at one of the stores. And then I'm going to go pick it up tomorrow. So we will be doing a video showing you guys the Rand McNally that I ordered last weekend. And I'm hoping that it's everything I hope it's going to be, because I just shelled out $240 on this thing when it's originally like $400. I got one heck of a deal on it because it was a refurbished model. It's got a 3-year warranty on it, 30-day money-back guarantee on it. So we're hoping that thing works, if not better than my Garmin, or, you know, just be the same mediocre thing. So stay tuned for that, guys. With that being said, I'm going to finish this beer, and I'm going to go spend some time with the missus. Well, see, with the Garmin 770, it may have a lot more features on it than the 550 does. So, you know, it could be a little bit varying difference there. So, you know, each GPS has a lot of different features on it. So, you know, it is what it is. So, but you guys have a good night there. And Lee Craig says, the worst place I've unloaded is Dawn Foods in Seattle, Washington. I've never been there, so I don't know about that. Night Know-It-All Trucker. Ray Muncie says, I got to call it a night, guys. Hope you get a load tomorrow to make up for your downtime. If it's not fixed, you can tag team with Shawn Michaels. Nah, I'm good on that. Actually, Ray, I still have a load on my trailer that's still got to be delivered in Austin tomorrow, so I don't know how I'm going to deliver that tomorrow. My fleet manager's hasn't been answering me on any of my messages I've sent him or anything. I don't know if he's just not receiving them. So I tried to call him a couple times today, let him know what was going on, but could not get a hold of him. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. And you guys have a good night there. And if we do go live tomorrow, I'll post a video before that. If not, you know, you guys stay safe out there. Remember, watch what you do around a truck. Keep the shiny side up and the greasy side down. We gone.